A case manager and a housing navigator. Housing looks for housing needs. Case management, they'll help you with like social services, anything like that.
Do they help with, like, for example, my child was murdered in Santa Ana County, and I had to speak to Mayor Polito about the murder because it was by some corrupt police officers in the city of Santa Ana when I lived near Santa Clara and 2424 North Tustin. And these Mexican cartel were very corrupt police officers, and I think it was either Vargas or Moreno took my spot when it comes to housing. I had been on this wait list since August 2013 at Vista Del Rio, and the original manager was Betty Torres, but then it was Rodriga. And so when I went to room 206, Moreno was in my spot. Mm-hmm. And then my eldest daughter was adopted by my parents because we were being harassed by these social workers who came in our home, and they held me at gunpoint, and they illegally obtained the key from the housing manager at I forget the name of the apartments, but it used to be called the Apple on Tustin. And then my youngest daughter was kidnapped from me in the hospital at UC Irvine by a lady who was not wearing a hospital ID badge. They said every nurse in the hospital is supposed to have a badge, and it's supposed to be a pink badge, and she wasn't wearing that at all. So I gave birth on the 13th of September 2017, and my child was kidnapped from my breast while I was breastfeeding in the hospital. And I was working at the time at Opinions Limited in Santa Ana at the Main Place Mall. And so, like with me, I've gone to court probably 150 times without proper representation in the state of California. And I wrote letters to the Health and Human Services Department of California, as well as contacted Asian Americans for Justice. Mm-hmm. I also wrote letters to the senators and to the president. At the time it was Obama, and hardly getting anywhere. Just trying to be a catalyst for some change, because I kept getting ignored by these politicians and these scribes and Pharisees. So I don't know what it's going to take to reunite me with my children, but I would like to see my daughters in the same room with me, because we've been through too much religious persecution. My family is part Jewish. So my father is a survivor of the Holocaust in the Philippines when the Japanese came in, and we're considered Sephardic Jews. So I've been persecuted. Like I was telling the director, I was walking down the street with a Bible in Garden Grove, and I got attacked by the Garden Grove police. They later wrote me an apology for what they did, but it still doesn't excuse their behavior, and it doesn't excuse police brutality or police misconduct. So I came here today looking for some help and some hope. It was recommended to me by the pastor, which is married to one of my classmates at Rosary. That's a high school here. It's a Christian Catholic all-girl high school. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we're going to get some help with housing, because we got shafted before, and then, like I said, these people legally obtained the key to get to my home, and they broke my mom's leg. So in the past 13 years, I've kind of experienced very bad reactions to these psych meds, which, you know, it's $4.6 billion to spend on these psych meds, but they've done nothing but harm to my body. And every home I've lived in here in Orange County, I've been held at gunpoint by these crazy officers. So I'm just praying for miracles to happen here at Elimination.
Yeah, you'll get a housing navigator. They'll look into like housing needs for you. Case management, I think most likely, I think you're gonna have Molly as a case manager, so I'll kind of explain to her. She's not in today. She'll probably be in tomorrow. The situation, and then she'll come down and she'll talk to you.
Understood.
Because I don't want to quote something and then yeah.
And then also, is this room available to do research? Like, I'm working on my dissertation, so I'm doing research for post-trauma and the benefits of meditation through international Christian scriptures. So I asked if there was a quiet place where I could study and do my research here. If not, I could go to the UC Irvine Library or the Yerba Linda Library and work on that. And then I just sometimes go to the gym or play tennis, and that's how I'm dealing with the aftermath of like the severe Holocaust, which targeted a lot of Filipino Sephardic Jews. So I'm kind of a survivor here. But I have been scared of people in the past. I've been living in fear with partners in the past. But it seems like with good therapy and with like the Mass, I go to church. It seems like I've been able to like handle my stress and also approach people with faith and with a lot of courage. I think forgiveness has been huge in my healing journey.
I won't say like this office because we use it for intakes and we have like mental health. Like the guy who tried coming in here, like usually he meets like for substance abuse in here. So
I don't
really
drink
depends.
and I don't smoke, so
No,
I drink
but
church wine.
Yeah. No, but I'm
It's
saying
the blood of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm just saying we can't just like give like where you just come in here because then what if we need the office?
Understood. So
Because-
it might be better just go to the library or
Yeah.
the law library.
And sometimes it's quiet over there. There's like a computer and stuff.
Okay.
And most someone's
Someplace
like,
to study.
watching. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.